Hey guys, this is Scales of the Soul. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today, I think our intentions are we're going to look into what the shadow and light aspects of your current connection with your specific person on your mind. So we'll kind of get a deep dive into what they are currently illuminating in this connection and what they are keeping hidden from this connection of their true feelings. So let's get into it. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day or night, wherever you may be. Thank you guys for being here. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. It really helps me grow this channel and us grow a community together. So let's see. Let's look into it. Let's start with these shadowy aspects. What are we keeping hidden? Ooh, not mad at that. Let's get into it a little bit more. Spirit, give me some cards on these shadowy aspects of the connection that the collective has with their specific person. What is their specific person reflecting in these shadows of self? Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. I mean, right off the bat, I'm seeing how they're viewing you as these upright cards, the Star and the Queen of Cups. They see you as this divine goddess, this just divine being, not goddess necessarily, but just this divine being, this beautiful soul. But they have this contradiction in their introspection, their mind, what they're keeping to themselves, the subconscious. They're having sort of this conflict right now between their mind and their heart. The Five of Swords and the Five of Cups representing change, whether or not they are ready for this change, ready to dive into this connection. Because they do see you as this guiding light, this intuitive, very special, very delicately connected. Like they see your beauty, they see this lotum blossom, but they have this drawback. They have this battle right now, this internal battle going on between their mind and their heart. They keep going back of this conflict, this back and forth between changing how they think to follow their heart or protecting their heart because their logical mind is stepping in. We have the Ace of Cups, Nine of Swords in reverse, Magician, the Tower, Nine of Wands. Hmm. They want this new beginning. They want this precious cup. It's almost like you guys maybe have started this cycle again. Like you're just getting going and it seems like it's going really, really well. Communication's great. And then all of a sudden it's this like pullback, this withdrawal. The Nine of Swords. But it's in reverse. So they know, they're very aware of their actions. They're very aware of this pulling back, this energy. They know what's going on. They see the bigger picture and they're very aware. I'm almost getting like this dialogue that they have in their mind. They know what they're doing and they see the potential and beauty of this and they want it, but they don't necessarily feel like they deserve it in some ways. They're also going through a pretty big transition here of their own intuition, their own awareness. They're having this sort of tower moment where they are recognizing and learning that they need to alchemize this energy. They know They know that they're like their past and their old relationships that they've been through are affecting this completely in themselves, and that's probably what this sort of like negative introspection, this like mindset of where they feel like they don't deserve this love almost. It's a really interesting energy because then we have the 9 of Wands where they have they also I don't you know what it is that they're going through this transformation, right? They're going through this tower moment currently, I feel like. So maybe they're withdrawn, maybe you guys aren't in total contact right now, or like it was going to a trajectory and then like they saw this new beginning and then they stopped it. They went in again and they started those old stories and those feelings of unworthiness. And that has caused them, maybe there was even like a conversation or something that happened that triggered some old stories within them or old feelings or old reactions. And so now they're having to go inside and really understand who they are. And that's what this tower moment is. It's that like conflicting energy that they're feeling where they want this and they desire it, but it's almost like they don't feel like they desire or like they deserve this type of love, but they're aware of it. Like they see and they feel and they're being shown that this could be such a beautiful space to also help them elevate and grow and understand themselves even deeper. Hmm. I want to get some more clarifiers on this. Ooh, that was way too many. Spirit, show me what this 9 of Swords is about for the collective's person in their shadow. What do they need to work on in this shadow? Wow, that was way too many. Hold on. They're feeling like jumbled. Like there's too many tasks at hand and there's too many thoughts and things that are going on, so they're just overwhelmed almost. Like it's this like really unsettled feeling, like there isn't a space in which they can feel like just settled. I'm getting. Let's see. What is this 9 of Swords? Thank you. King of Wands. This to me feels like they're stepping into more of understanding who they are, and I feel like you are bringing that reflection to them. Page of Rings. Yeah, like they want to bring this offering forward to you. Give me another one. And the Death card. Yeah. They want to bring forward this connection. They see the potential, they understand it, but they have to lay to rest their old ideals, their old belief systems, their old way of going about things. But yeah, and then they have the 10 of Wands. Like they see this with you. They know, they're consciously aware of their repeat patterns. They know that they know exactly what they're doing, but they have to get out of their own way first in order for this to get to the next level. And they're understanding this. It's almost like this self-sabotage. It's like they're finding the places and spaces of any excuse as to why they don't deserve this love offering that you have to give to them. Yeah, I wanted some on the Magician and the Tower. 6 of Swords. Hmm. 6 of Swords for me is usually like a disharmony, but what's really interesting is that in this one they have this very large dagger, sword, this tiny little one hanging over here. So what I'm hearing, what Spirit's showing me is like they know that they're like putting this dagger into their own heart because of the way that they're speaking within their mind, like the reasoning that they're coming up with. And then they have this little one over here. So it's like they're dangling this almost false ideal as a protection. It's like this, yeah, it's this protection. What is this tower? What is this tower moment, Spirit? Show me. The High Priestess and the Two of Swords and the Knight of Cups. They are, you are guiding them. Their intuition is really guiding them, and the magic of this relationship is also like forcing them into a place of self-reflection and understanding where these deep-seated ideas are, these negative self-talk where it's like being birthed. But then there's also this decision, this, do I move forward with my heart or my mind in this contradiction? And they can't decide. They want to. They want to move forward with this offering of more emotional vulnerability because they know at the other side of that is this Nine of Wands, this, this beautiful growth, and it's like you're sunlight to them, but they are choosing to just look at the death and the past and the turmoil. What else? I don't know if you guys can hear my cat in the background. She's making her biscuits, getting ready for her bed, but she likes to scream. That could be a confirmation. It's like this crying out of, literally, like there's tears on this one. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like this crying out for attention almost, but this that's the only way that they've known how to be. They're in this pain. They're in this pain, and it's like they want to cry out, and they're probably doing that. They may even be crying. They may even be having this like conversation in the shadows with themselves of like, there's always a catch. There's always something, making these excuses as to why it won't, why they don't deserve this Nine of Wands. Knight of Swords. They know that they have to cut through this dialogue that they're having. They know that they have to cut through this old story. They like so badly want to express, but they have never had a place where they felt like they could. They've never felt safe to. They've never trusted enough to feel safe, which is why they feel like they don't deserve this beautiful sunlight. They know that they got to cut through the bullshit though. Six of Rings. Yeah, they got to cut through the illusion so that this like unity can happen. But they're in their own way. What is this? How do we bring into balance the heart and mind, this Five of Swords, Five of Cups, this change? How does that evolve for them? What do they need? What energies? Not even what they need. What energies are they feeling with this contradiction? What's next on that for them? Well, I love that. Wheel of Fortune and Two of Wands. Wheel of Fortune is everything. You know, it's that forward motion. Knowing that they can, like their heart knows. Their heart knows that this Wheel of Fortune, this forward momentum with you will bring them blessings, joy, love. And the Two of Wands over here, it's that reflection. It's your intuitive gifts. Maybe you've said some things to this person that have really like stuck with them, that intuitively they're like, how would you know that? But you just know, like you have this knowing, you have this deep connection. And it probably freaks them out a little bit. Because they're like, I didn't tell you that. But you just know, like you can read this person really well. All right. Let's see. What else? Let's get some words from the Hermit Tarot here. Spirit, if this person could tell the collective how they view them, this star, this Queen of Cups, this beautiful nurturer. It's like you open up the raw spaces in their heart, but let's see what they would say to you right now if they could. I still don't have all the answers. Yeah, they're still unclear. It's that Two of Swords energy, that conflict. Not sure which way to go. Queen of Cups. I need time for me. So that's probably what this Six of Swords, this like retraction. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. They don't know how to digest this connection. What else, Spirit? What would this person say to the collective? What is their shadow revealing to them? How about that? About the collective. Think before you act. Yeah, it's that conflict. They're very in their mind about acting on emotions. It's like they want to come forward with these, these offerings, but their mind keeps stopping them like, oh, but this, oh, but that. I don't know. I don't deserve this. This person, if they maybe saw who I really am, they wouldn't actually love me for me, when in reality, obviously, you do. I never imagined so much perfection. Yeah, I mean, the Star and the Queen of Cups, they see your true beauty. Whether they tell you or not, they do. Happiness is my priority. What was that one over? King of Wands. No, that was the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, finding that. I don't know if they are happy truly inside. I don't know. 9-3, just a couple of nines. 9-3 might be really important for you. That's September 3rd, maybe a date that's. Oop, oop. These are interesting. I'm too afraid to talk to you. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? They might have an abandonment issue. Maybe they feel like the ones that they've loved have abandoned them, not shown up for them, and they're too scared to take that risk. What else, Spirit? Well, that's good. They find you really attractive. I'm obsessed with your body. It's not just about the body. Like, they also see your mind for what it is. They probably daydream about you. They probably have those late night feels, if you know what I mean. That late night fantasy. They probably won't admit that to you, but they do, because this one's in the black, in the shadowy aspects. Do you think about me too? I mean, obviously you both are, but I feel like you're definitely not in contact right now. Hold on, dropped him. I don't want to lose you, and I want you to choose. It's so contradictory. It's like, I think you, the collective, are kind of waiting for them to come forward and express where they're at and let you in. I feel like you've chosen this person and you've proven that, but they're still not convinced, but they also don't want to lose you. We have 444 here. That might be a number that you're seeing often for confirmation. What else, Spirit? What else does a person say to themselves in the shadows? Oh. I feel like this is more you. But yeah. I sometimes wonder if you care and I want you. There's no doubt that this person can't stop thinking about you and they do desire this connection. But again, I sometimes wonder if you care. It goes back to, they don't believe that they deserve this, kind of love that you've given to them. They're like, it's like not a concept that they've received, that they've been able to like fully realize that, oh, this collective really does want me. Just saw 22 on the clock. All right. Let's get some crone wisdom, some ancestor wisdom, some elder wisdom. The Spirit, if we could get some insight, some grandmother love on this, what does she need to tell us? Youth. You are as young as you feel. Resist the common view of aging. You are as youthful as your attitude. You deserve a second chance, a second childhood. Some of us miss the first one. Be playful and adventurous. Stay wild, spirited, and free. Your person may have a really big inner child wound. And that's probably the source of this not feeling worthy enough. Whether that be from, a parent relationship or, pertinent relationships in their childhood that made them not feel of value. And also I'm hearing reconnect to play, like reconnect to that inner child, having that youthful approach to this connection, finding the laughter. If you guys are in communication, refinding that laughter, refinding just the silly things, like we all take life so seriously sometimes that like you got to just step back and remember the joy and the laughter and the fun and like just be silly and dumb together sometimes. What else, Spirit? What is this? If Grandma had something to tell us, what would she say? What does your person need to hear from their grandmother? Night. We have another life between sunset and sunrise. The dark net of night falls upon us, allowing us to rest and regenerate. The dreaming subconscious uses our imagination to teach and enlighten. Dreams are the first stepping stone to manifesting reality. Travel beyond space and time, sleep peacefully, and remember to dream. I'm getting a lot about this. I feel like your person is up at night thinking about this connection, thinking about, I don't know, I'm just seeing like they know that this connection is valuable, and they're in this conflict of finding every reason why it shouldn't work out, or why they don't deserve it, or why they're not enough, or why, you're going to leave them, or there's like I'm my head is literally spinning right now with all of this, like, what ifs kind of things. Um and maybe you're feeling that too. Maybe your sleep's been a little screwed up because you're feeling their energy at night as well. And dreaming. I mean, the subconscious mind is so powerful. I'm also a hypnotherapist, and one thing that kind of stunned me, and like I knew this, but even more so now, is that our subconscious mind makes up 90 to 95% of our mind power. Think about that. Our subconscious mind is where all of our known associations live. So the way that we learned as a child, the way that we learn to receive love, the way that we anything that we've learned lives in the subconscious mind as an absolute truth. It knows no difference between illusion and reality. So if this person went through, a traumatic relationship where they were left, or where they have a mother or father wound at a young age that happened, and they never fully realized and healed that, it's directly reflecting their reality, and they believe that story to be true. And that's probably part of this connection for you guys, is the ability to unlock and rewrite that. But your person has to have the willingness to recognize, first of all, that it's not a true story, and that they are deserving of love, because everybody's deserving of love. Everybody is deserving of a fulfilling relationship. They have to allow that concept in order to heal. And I'm hearing, patience, nighttime. Nighttime is where the great mystery is, right? It's kind of that blank dark sky where you can work with the moon's reflective power. So maybe I'm hearing, be be consciously aware of like the downloads and the messages that you receive at nighttime. The ones that whisper, not the loud ones. The ones that whisper are your intuition. Those are your intuitive insights into this connection. Not the ones where the ego mind steps in and starts chirping and chattering away and creating this whole storyline. So pay attention to those things. What else? What does Grandma have to say for the collective's person? What does a collective person need to hear? What kind of energies does Grandma need to tell them? Their ancestors, the crones, magic. Yeah, what was I just saying? The magic of night. When we were children, see, a lot of this goes back to childhood. I think a lot of this wound and this negative self talk goes back to childhood for your person. Anyways, when we were children, many of us knew magic was real, as it was validated in our lives almost daily by synchronicity. Yeah, those synchronicities are coming up. They're getting these signs. Pay attention to those as well for yourself. Magic is the essence of spirit quest, initiation into the deeper realms of consciousness, and our connection to source. To have magic in our lives is to remember it is real, profound, and sacred. It is. And there's magic in everything. When we get older, I mean, think about it, a kid's mind, everything is new. You're learning it, you're experiencing it for the first time. colors, shapes, relationships, smells, feels, textures. Everything has this magic essence to it. So don't forget the simple magic of life. It's easy to just go through the day, in this sort of monotonous way of, all right, well, I have to do all of these things and I have these responsibilities. Create magic every day. Do something that would you as a child, like, what made you happy? Going outside and playing, laughing with your friends, playing games. Not mind games. Ain't nobody got time for that shit, but playing board games, doing fun stuff that like used to bring you joy as a kid. Reconnecting to that. Maybe your person has lost a sense of that. So somehow bringing that back into this connection will be really healing for both of you. All right, Spirit, what else do we have? Okay. Strength. I swear to y'all, every damn reading, this strength card, at least it's not in reverse this time, but I'll take it. I love this. Connecting to nature. Look at this beautiful grandmother spirit. Trees are so ancient, so wise. Go just sit with a tree. Go sit in nature, quiet the mind, and just listen. Just listen. Confirmation. The computer's like, yes, go do that shit, girl. I mean, I'm taking that message for myself as well. That's where I recharge. Anyway, strength is more than just a physical power. It's an intellectual and moral force. It is being tough enough to stay the course. Strength is the determination to follow through. Think about the power of the water to carve out stone. Consider the Spalling's fragile system compared to the deep roots of an old oak. Be strong. Standing in your power. Withstanding the test of time. I'm not saying stay in connections that aren't validating and you're the one putting forth all the effort or anything like that. So don't take it as that. But having the time and patience. If this connection is truly meant for you, remember to have that time and patience. And in time, things will unfold as they are meant to. And if not, then you know what? That person was never your person to begin with. I think in divine connections, we're a mirror. In high soulmate connections, we are a mirror. We are literally meant to teach each other, to hold space for one another. Time is an illusion, like as we know it in this reality, you could be already existing in another parallel reality with your person. You could already be together, and this timeline is just you're staying the course. You're going through the motions in order to level up to that higher connection. Having that inner strength. I'm not joking when I say this strength card has come out in like every single reading this week. So it is going to take a level of resilience, a level of strength, a level of building that root system even stronger below the surface, what we don't see in the shadowy realms, the subconscious. Because the roots are what hold you up and keep you strong. So maybe some of the roots need to be repaired. Maybe there's a little root rot that needs some nurturing in order for the whole trunk and tree to grow and renew. That was quite the metaphor right there, y'all. All right, let's get into these guys. All right, let's look into some of the light aspects now. What is the light aspects for the collective's person? What do we need to, what does the collective need to hear that needs to be brought into light about this connection and where their person is at? Oh, man down. Theta of Venus. I'm going to read these cards because I want to hear what the book has to say. But right off the bat, Venus is the goddess and planet of love, relationships, beauty, creativity, creation. Let's see what the book has to say. The ruler of Taurus and Libra. So your person could be a Taurus or a Libra. You could be a Taurus or a Libra. Shout out to my Libras. Hey. All right. Attune yourself to higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequencies of love within. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame when they arise within or around you, but do not give them a foothold in your heart. You are ready for higher understanding. To see, my lights just flickered as well. Confirmation. To see things in a new, more positive light. Allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique, beautiful, and highly spiritual life path. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of what's happening with your person. That shift needs to happen, that they are deserving. So when we let fear and doubt and negativity take the wheel, it becomes this like disease of the mind. It's a lot easier to stay in that stagnant vibration, that low belief, low vibration, than it is to actually look into the mirror, realize the wounds that have not been healed, and start putting that like that love ointment I heard. That could have gone many ways in my head. I mean, listen, maybe there was I'm obsessed with your body earlier. I don't, you're picking up what I'm putting down. Anyways, hey, sometimes that love ointment is what needs to heal, Um, so yeah, they need to have that self-love first and foremost. And if they can't find that, it's going to be really hard for them to ever let anybody else in. And nobody else can unfortunately do that work. They got to do that work themselves. Venus is our morning and evening star, the stellar goddess and guardian of transitional awareness and higher consciousness of the heart, the way shower of the light. When you connect with Venusian energy, it's an opportunity for increased love, magnetism, and spiritual charisma, a chance to shine your light and manifest your soul purpose with increased grace. Her appearance in a reading signifies a time of creativity and spiritual awakening. It is a reminder of the power of the heart and our ability to rise again after a time of karmic heaviness. And I feel like that's what's happening right now. This is a karmic cycle that is happening that you're both going through in order to transition and keep that wheel of fortune rolling on to the next degree. The spiritual sons and daughters of Venus belong here, yet at an inner level they know they are not from here. This oracle reminds you that you are not bound by the ways of this world, and that part of your higher purpose is to help heal, soften, and awaken humanity. Venus souls have a particular talent for creating beauty, working with light and spiritual energy, and calling to them whatever they want and need. You have your own healing journey, and a part of that journey is your spiritual training in the ways of the earth at this time. Hey guys, sorry, my computer just died right in the middle of that. So let's keep going. Maybe there was that pause moment that needed to happen. All right, Spirit. Let's jump back into it. Give me some more of this light illumination aspect that the collective needs to hear. for their person. Buted of sacred rapture. This image really reminds me of animus and anima, which are like the masculine and feminine energies. And we dualistically harness both, every single creature of this world. 29, let's see. Get some insight on this. Yeah, that divine feminine and masculine. Let your true self be seen. Search for the deeper spiritual purpose and opportunity for healing beneath conflict and suffering. Yeah, there's a theme here. If you've been in pain, this oracle brings a message of joyful breakthrough. Your soul is growing stronger, more able to have faith and wisdom than in judgment or doubt. Commit to your spiritual path and know that you are making progress, even if things seem more difficult for a time. Know that any such difficulty is part of your healing and that you will successfully move through it. Trust yourself. So this timeline is this pause, maybe this disconnection. Maybe you're in a breakup. Maybe you're just not talking in the moment, but it's necessary for your growth. To feel that you are fully seen, loved, and recognized for who you are honors your true self. To be witnessed in such a state, truly beheld in all of your uniqueness, quirkiness, vulnerability, and strength is deeply empowering. This is how spirit sees you. So when you connect with spirit, you learn to love yourself and others unconditionally and become generous with your forgiveness. You are also less likely to be hoodwinked by ego. You start to see yourself and others at the soul level. And I think that's what you are for this person. You're truly in a heightened soul awareness level, and you are choosing to do the work and show up and understand more deeply your own reactions as well to where you're at right now with your person in this possible pause moment or conflict. Whereas I think they're still a little bit more in the ego mind of, I don't deserve this. This isn't going to work. I'm going to self-sabotage so I can protect myself and my power and my heart. What else? We need to bear witness to the sacred to acknowledge what is true, which means cutting through the fog of illusion, deception, and confusion with a clarifying knife of higher perception. That's that Six of Swords, right? Cut through the illusion. There's a quantum power in pure vision. When life is tough, you can admire the courage it takes to grow. There is a compliment inherent in being allotted life's challenges. If something big has shown up on someone's path, then the universe is basically saying that they are enough of a spiritual badass to deal with it. It's a vote of divine confidence. If you or another are battling something, you can choose to feel awe and respect rather than fear and despair. So your perspective in this whole situation is part of the superpower, part of that divinely illuminated soul that your person does see in you. Rapture is a state of intensely pleasurable joy that lifts one into communion with the sublime and the sacred. It is not only a personal experience, but also a transfusion of divine delight into collective soul of humanity. The Beatitude is a blessing, the highest of blessings. The oracle of the Beatitude, maybe that's it, Beatitude of sacred rapture, brings guidance that is beautiful, that the beautiful healing truth of spirit is your reality. All else is a nightmarish misuse of imagination by the ego. Exactly. Like that's what I'm saying is you recognize conflict or challenge as fuel to change, as a way to tap into deeper wisdom, and as a way to illuminate your ability to hold space and have compassion for other beings because you're choosing the higher road. Where else? When you sense spirit at work in your life, totally trustworthy and having your back, you are seeing clearly. Count all your positive moments and wins, no matter how inconsequential they may appear. Every one of them is a precious drop of divine nectar nourishing your heart. Allow yourself to see and be seen. And remember that even in tremors, trials, and tribulations of human life, you are a radiant soul who is growing ever more luminous through the wisdom, compassion, and strength. Wow, did I literally just say that? I love when spirit just like directly channels and then it shows up verbatim right after. Anyways, compassion, strength distilled through those experiences. Literally what I just said. Look for the light beneath all the phenomena, and you shall know the peace and love that is with all beings always. Yep. Again, common themes. Alchemizing pain into love, beauty, compassion. All right, give me one more final light card for this connection. Well, she looks like she's a bit of an alchemist here, playing with that divine light and grace and just tapping into joy of just being present, I feel like. And it's number 22. 22 is partnership. Lovers. I so a way through the struggle has already been created for you, and you are being led onto that path. Your authentic soul path may include recognition and acclaim, notable success, and admiration. Be grateful, but do not be dazzled or distracted by such experiences. Focus on what connects you to your heart and grounds you in the simplicity of the spiritual truth, which is the practice of love, kindness, and peace. This will allow for successful progress in the material world without disturbing the sanctity of your soul. In the mysticism of the Kabbalah, Ein Sof Or, or Mimiti. I don't know, a pirate just showed up. Anyways, maybe you're such like a siren to this person. I don't know. The pirate just came through. Maybe they see you as this temptation, this siren, this thing of beauty, this temptation, but they also understand the siren song and they're scared that you're going to take them down into the deep waters to really meet themselves. As the truth of light, it emerges from the absolute, which is pure emptiness. So the silence, right? This is where this renewal is being birthed. Beyond all characteristics and phenomena and form, the capacity to create something from apparently nothing. The alchemy is the definition of magic. We had the magic card as well, right over it. This is the universe pulling rabbits out of hats on a cosmic scale because the spiritual light emerges from the spaciousness of infinite potential. It is imbued with endless creativity, resourcefulness, and spontaneous responsiveness. Whatever is needed is made manifest, provided to the receptive heart, and will benefit all beings. Receptivity is the key to unlocking the white light magic of the spirit. When we are open to it, surrender to its wisdom, and willing to place that wisdom above our own options, we are capable of receiving and benefit from it. Yeah. It's taking that illumination, taking conflict, and instead of evoking it further or meeting the conflict at that same vibration, at a low vibration of challenge, you have the choice to introspect, understand why it's triggering you in the way that it is, and then taking that and using that knowledge and wisdom and spiritual clarity as the guiding light, or the, I don't know, I heard divining rod, right? To show you where water is, which that metaphor for me is more or less show you where the emotional safety is within your person. by you having this patience, this calmness, this pause to just hold space. Acknowledgement is the beginning of healing. If something isn't quite right, be kind and wise enough to admit it, then seek out genuine light, which will evoke peace in your heart. Have the courage to trust and let go of approaches that will not lead you anywhere worth going. As you open yourself up to what is, even the unexpectedly difficult twists of fate, you will become even closer to the radiant grace and luminous clarity, which is reassuring you, healing you, and guiding you and loving you. Yeah, so being patient, not coming from a reactive space, holding space rather. All right, let's get 2 more to close this out. Appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Comment below. How are you feeling in this connection? Are these words ringing true and giving you some clarity? I want to know. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Yeah. I think for both of you, this retreat is necessary. And maybe all you want is just a hug and closeness with your person right now, but you have to deliver that to yourself sometimes. You have to be your own greatest nurturer at times. Nurture your own wounds, your own triggers. What's bringing you to this space? All right, Spirit, what else do we have? Akasha. Yeah, you're divinely guided. The Akashic records, you guys are obviously attuned to one another. I think your soul contracts were signed to have this interaction with one another. And whether or not your person or you are having the willingness, which it looks like both of you want to have this willingness to level up and meet each other and learn these lessons in order to evolve this soul contract, this agreement that you've made, is a choice. But I will say, if either party chooses not to, it will just, whatever person chooses not to, will just repeat the same cycles. So whether or not, the way that soul contracts work is you have this many soulmates throughout life. Sometimes you have, the twin flame or the high level soulmate or the karmic or whatever it may be, but you do sign these contracts with various souls to come here in this human form and learn lessons to evolve. And you either meet each other at this level and figure it out and understand why this mirror is placed, and why you guys are what you chose to sign up for in this lifetime. And either you both evolve and transcend, or maybe one of you does and the other one chooses to repeat that same pattern over and over until they learn. But that doesn't mean that you're just stuck up here alone. It means that you'll get another better mirror with maybe a soulmate, at a different level, but you will still receive that evolved type of love. So trust in your guides, your spirits and ancestors, and we got grandma energy all over this, your grandmothers are guiding you, your grandfathers, all the ancestors are walking with you through this into the next phase. So have that patience, have that strength, that beauty, resilience, understanding, compassion through this. So I think that's it. This is your reading. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm just going to keep on posting, liking, subscribing, commenting. Really, really helps me grow this channel. I appreciate all of the above, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.